Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's another wheel episode. I've added quite a few other random viewer suggestions, alongside a couple other things that, I just thought could be funny. Let's give it a spin. What's today's joke gonna be? Oh? Random rerun. Alright. That's one, Here's my idea. Oh god. That makes sense. Give me a second. Alright, so, random rerun. What we're gonna be doing here... I'm gonna set this number to be 1 from 192, which is the number of Daily Mirror Dungeon runs we've done so far. Roll a random number, and whatever number that picks, I'm gonna go to that specific episode of Daily Mirror Dungeon, and I'm gonna do a rerun of whatever I did that time. Let's give it a spin. 34. Alright. Full Encore team? Okay. Is that it? Let me check the description. Yeah, day 34. Alright. Full Encore team it is. And we'll just see how it goes. I guess I probably should actually check, like, what it means by full Encore team. Like, what did I run exactly? So Mirror Dungeon 1... Was that before Grips and Clara, though? No, it was after, right. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, this was like actually like literally the day that Grip Sinclair released that. It was that video. Alright. Well then, it's time for a rerun. We'll take this. We have a little bunch of loss with this team. And we'll throw on all you guys, I think. Yeah, that'll work. That's the full Encore team. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one to redo. That's for sure. It's something I definitely do. I do Encore runs pretty frequently. Now it's definitely stronger than it used to be, though, because of how much synergy they have with one another now with Adaptai 4. Oh yeah, Impending Day. I don't want that one. Well, that looks good. Let's send it. Now this is Mirror Dungeon 1, so it should be relatively straightforward. But that's nice. I guess I probably should have checked the order I sent people in and stuff like that, but that's fine. Alright, we only have 3 people right now. I forgot about that. Mirror Dungeon 1's just so silly. I don't know. I definitely do feel, a bit of nostalgia back for those days when, the average episode was only 30 minutes instead of an hour. It's how it goes. Mirror Dungeon 2 is fun. I'm really worried if they keep on just increasing the length of, if they just keep on increasing the length of each Mirror Dungeon after one another. Because if Mirror Dungeon 3 is an hour and a half on average, that's going to be suffering. I hope instead of making it longer, they just make it more different in the future. I think the chances the next one is going to be 6 floors are definitely very possible, though. That's just how the wheel turns, I guess. How the tables turn. Okay. Read the tablet. A little bit of healing stuff, sure. This is guaranteed. Nice. Yeah, all the checks in Mirror Dungeon 1 are also so much easier. Val's got all tails at 14 sanity somehow, and we still passed the check. And then she lost some sanity from it. It's starting to get cold outside, so I think I'm starting to get sick. It's always the changing of the seasons that always messes with my allergies. Hopefully it's fine. It really should be. I don't think it should be that much of an issue. But I guess we'll see. Okay. I mean, like, I guess because we're Mirror Dungeon 1, there's a decent chance we get staggered because we do have our first stagger threshold. We don't get, you know, the guaranteed rolls third turn. Which really doesn't make that big of a difference. It really only matters for Sun Shower. And, you know, eco spam, I guess. Okay, boss of the first floor, weak to slash. No shock there. Trying to mute my mic whenever I'm, like, coughing or anything. Hopefully it's working. If it does end up coming through at some point or another, I apologize. It's just how it's gonna be. Okay. I guess, question of the day. I think the past two questions of the days I actually forgot to do in the videos themselves, so I, like, just added it in, like, afterwards, and didn't even, like, vocalize it. That's not, like, that's not, like, an intended change or anything. It's more so just I kept on forgetting, because I didn't have anything special in mind beforehand. I guess, question of the day, though, what's your favorite team to run in Mirror Dungeons? Because, personally, I don't have, like, a consistent, like, team in Mirror Dungeons. I do, like, basically a little bit of everything. But I do know a lot of people have, like, preferred teams they like to run, sometimes very status effects, sometimes just the strongest units of the game. What is it you like to run in Mirror Dungeons? It's up to you whether or not you want to answer, like, based on Mirror Dungeon 2 or Mirror Dungeon 2 Hard or whatever it is you usually run. I'm curious. When we get someone else on the team, we'll add Rodion. We've got, like, some bleed stuff going on because we have nail stuff going on. Not the best, though. Oh yeah, Heathcliff sure does just have a permanent +1 coin power now because you've got 4 N-Corp people. God, what a cool passive. +1 coin power to him for just running an N-Corp team. And then Sinclair's just giving everyone plus 10% more damage once we get a 5th N-Corp unit, actually. We're not getting that active just yet. Overkill? Well, we get whistles. That's Sandy healing for Sinclair. Which is actually probably for the best, because otherwise he would have, you know, corroded. And then you'd start the next fight corroded, which isn't the best for us. Although it would be fine, really. Or maybe we want to save him going insane for a little later down, like for the boss or something. That would make sense. Play paper, get the voodoo doll. A shop, we only have 150 cost. Might as well, though. See what's inside. Sinclair skill, we can give Sinclair another skill too. That's probably worth it. His skill 1's kind of lame, but his skill 2 is super powerful, so that works for me. And now we get an Abno. Or a Pekatule. Or I guess it can be Abnos in Mirror Dungeon 1. I think only 3rd floor Abnos can, or only 3rd floor focus encounters can be Abnos. But you can get stuff like actual, like, Inquisitor, like, Abno things. Which is cool. It's kind of lame that in Mirror Dungeon 2 it's literally only, Pekatule. Because there's not even, like, any new Pekatule still. I'm still holding out hope that, you know, maybe we are going to get a new one soon. Sinclair's being hit a little bit, that's fine. You can take it. You can kill that guy too, jeez. Although we need to be careful because Sinclair's very likely to corrode next time you use a skill. Yeah, even a skill 1 would corrode him at this point, because I think he's 7 SP away from corroding. So, I mean, it's guaranteed to happen then, I guess. Although we could just defend with him. That is of the play, I think. That way we'll make him corrode for the actual boss of this floor. For the joke. Because that would be a funny joke, I think. Yeah, he's being hit a little bit, that's fine. Or you could just kill things, though, that's the issue. Yeah, honestly, you can just go insane. I believe in him. He'll be reasonable about his insanity, I'm sure. It's gonna happen this turn, isn't it? We're not gonna be able to kill all these guys. Gripping we might actually be fine. Might be overreacting. Yeah, this probably kills everyone. Or no, this guy survives without a doubt. Oh well. We're gonna have to deal with the corrosion. If it's Lantern, that's not great. It's probably going to be Lantern, though. Oh well. We're gonna take some damage. Well, there's only one enemy left, which is also not good if there's, you know, corrosion going on, because it means it's just going to mainly target us. Guy's very low. Okay, there we go, that's fine. Will you hit the enemy? You will! Oh. Kind of thing you never really expect, but, you know, when he does, that's nice. Yeah, this is the target because, you know, for some reason, you still need... I don't like the fact that you need to manually target stuff like the insanity skills, like blockers. It's because it's the same thing for the actual Fey Lantern like blockers for your people that have been like enchanted by it. Like, why do you still need to manually target with it? It should just automatically just like cross itself out or something. I don't know. I do wonder if they're like programmed to be like defensive skills, because they are like brown, similar to defensive skills, so they may just be defensive skills that don't do anything like mechanically. Which would make sense. Ooh, the guy. We can help you. Oh yeah, this is guaranteed. Nice. Good job, Heathcliff. Good job. And we'll go top half. Alright. These guys... This is a background that, you know, you never see in Mirror Dungeon 2. It's only in Mirror Dungeon 1. Because this is like when you first enter the actual dungeon in Kanto 2. Do they still look like the minor slave people in Mirror Dungeon 1? I'd assume so, because they're never in Mirror Dungeon 2. And they're such a very minor enemy that I don't really blame people for forgetting about them. Or even just like the frozen miners. Perhaps. I don't know. I do miss Baba Yaga though. I've said this before, it's a fun fight. Just due to how unique it is. Just like take out the first phase and like there you go, it's an enjoyable enough like fight. And it won't take too long. It may be a little bit funny how I really like Baba Yaga and I just can't stand the actual cyborgs, but I think they're different enough that I think it makes some degree of sense. Because the issue with the cyborgs is you keep on getting, like, limited. And you just have to do all those, like, you have to do the little events. That's the most annoying part about the cyborgs to me. Because it's always the exact same set of buttons. If it was, like, a single thing, and you didn't keep on pressing that you hate the city you live in, then it would be a lot more bearable of a fight. But I do think that's a pretty minor issue to have. Carmilla, alright, we've just been getting a lot of good stuff. We've got Carmilla, we've got Illusory Hunt, so we're just going to deal more damage in every fight, no matter what. Get something lighter, homeward to heal us in case we do end up ever taking damage. On the snake, I don't have this background. I do miss this background. And it's, you know, very strange overlapping that's going on over there. Yeah. Don't think that's right, personally. Oh well. I'm getting distracted. It is super cool that everything's just like 3D in this game, though. It makes sense. Because it's in Unity, which is 3D by default. I assume, like, that's true for every Unity game, right? I haven't used Unity too much. But, like, pretty much every game made in Unity is 3D, but they're just, you know, not making use of the 3D parts of it. I think the one people commonly talk about that for is, like, Shovel Knight. I think? Maybe. That might not be Unity, though. I don't remember, actually. I don't know. You get what I mean, though. Just a funny little thing. And so instead of, like, Lob Corp and Runa, which uses 3D aspect not at all, they just decided to make a little bit of use of it here. And it really adds to it, especially for stuff like skill 3s where the camera moves around a bunch, stuff like Sun Shower, skill 3. Sure, this is actually pretty convenient for us. Nice. What does a shop even do for us? Something, I guess, theoretically. Big theoretically, though. Yeah, we'll take the path, though. We'll try it. Might as well. Oh yeah, another interesting thing I learned the other day, after like the sun shower run yesterday. Apparently, if you have AED at uptime 4, or at thread spin 4, it's broken and it just instantly gives you 20 charge instead of 10. Which is a really funny thing. I don't know if it's like a mislabeling or if it's just like misprogrammed. Maybe it's supposed to give you 20 charge or something. No, Heathcliff can't make the most use out of this. It's really just for AED's passive. But, just heals him when he takes damage. Which is pretty convenient, don't get me wrong. But he doesn't have any, like, insane charge identity. Because Lob Corp is an insane identity, but, like, the charge is such a minimal part of it that I wouldn't really count it. Yeah, just a very strange thing. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's targeting the units with the most HP. Little unfortunate in normal fights. Well, we just gotta take it. It's slash, so we're resisting it. And luckily, it's hit the 3 that resist slash. If it hit Chromer, we'd be in a little bit of a worse spot, since Chromer is weak to slash. It's still staggered Heathcliff, though. Which makes sense, because we have all 3 stagger thresholds in this dungeon. We don't have the beautiful Starlight reward to reduce our chances of being staggered by reducing the amount of stagger thresholds we all hold. That's just how it is, though. Everything still died, so like, Heathcliff didn't, like, suffer from it. The actual mess deck itself was still resisted, so he didn't actually take the increased damage for being staggered at all. Now we get another Pacatule. Slash Pride. Is this gonna be it might be a dog, that's all things considered. That's because it is 3rd floor Mirror Dungeon 1. They love their Inquisitors. Yeah, there it is. Look at that guy. He's not weak to Pride, but he's weak to Slash, and one of these are probably weak to Pride. Yeah, you are. Well, we're gonna have a self-destructive purge you. We're just gonna go for it, Might as well. And we'll clash what we kind of worry about here. Nothing that scary, actually. That's good to know, at least. Magical Judgment. Purify. This is the only one-sided attack going through, but that's fine. We could redirect that with Sinclair if we wanted to, but I'd much rather just hit the dog with a big attack. Plus, this way he isn't clashing, so his sanity's going to be a little better. Still got 2 heads right immediately. So that's unfortunate. But the actual creature itself is not looking too well. It's close to being staggered, and it's going to go berserk from its instincts. Oh yeah, there's the one-set attack, that's fine. Very minimal. Bugger. That guy took a lot of damage from that. Very nice. And then what do you with like a 1-2 like this, and then that'll probably be good enough to deal with you. We're gonna need to clash against you guys, you do this, and then you can Rifle Purge this guy just to finish him. Sounds good. Endured, not for long. There's also 5 nails on you. Oh, you're just straight up dead. So we didn't even need Sinclair to help out. Okay. This guy's been staggered, and Dawn should execute this one. There we go. Pretty good then. Okay, we don't have a lot of people who can actively redirect this stuff. That's fine. Lucky nailing can get a kill here. Or I guess we could, like, purify enactment you. Then we could, like, a moral enactment this guy. Or I guess we should cackle this guy. Moral enactment that guy. And that should be good. We should be able to kill everything here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm walking here. Don't know why that was my first instinct in that situation to do like the stereotypical New Yorker accent, but I guess I'm walking here. What more can be said? I'm also getting deja vu. I've definitely done a random New Yorker I'm walking here out of nowhere before. I've got no idea when, but it's definitely happened. It's very in character, I think, for some reason. The reason being that my character is questionable at times. That's as good a reason as any, though. Alright, we'll take this path still. Probably something like that. Loop around. I didn't see what the boss was. It might have been weak to Wrath, though. Hard to tell. Alright, you guys. So yeah, the tag team. Another thing that doesn't show up ever again in Mirror Dungeon 2. The fact that they just kind of mix K Corp and N Corp people, despite the fact in the main story they never meet up. We can get whistles to trigger. We don't really want whistles to trigger, so I'm not going to. We'll get one away from whistles triggering instead. I guess we'll enactment, so we're going to be like a fair bit away. Yeah, that'll work. For some reason I brought Telepole and Faust instead of Fluid Sac. That was not intentional. I think that was just my mind autopiloting. As it does sometimes. As it does. That's fine. Oh. Faust taking some damage. That's fine. There's only one person left doing anything, and we're gonna execute them. As they deserve. Execution won't be the thing that executes them, but it'll set them up nicely to be executed by, like, someone else, probably Grip Sinclair. Yeah, there we go. Grip Sinclair, on his way to cause uncalculatable amounts of turmoil and strife. Love to see it. And we'll take the rest off. We can take bottom path. Heal. No, it needs healing. That's a good sign. Oh, it's Blunt Sloth. That's Golden Apple, I think. I guess, based on Mirror Dungeon 2 luck, it's either Golden Apple or it's Doomsday Calendar. Since they are both Floor 2, Blunt Sloth weeks in Mirror Dungeon 2. So it could be either of them, I guess. And I don't really think of Calendar as being Blunt and Sloth week. I mean, it's probably because it's Envy week in the actual Luxcavation. That's kind of why a lot of these will throw me off. It's because I think about like what they're week to for the Luxcavation. Like the Golden Apple is actually weak to Sloth for its Luxcavation. But like the Doomsday Calendar is weak to Envy in the Luxcavation. Cool. Oh, self-destructive purge. This will be good. Even with the heads. Even with another heads, we still killed. Oh, this also definitely kills. We've still got a couple attacks going through. Do they all just die? Yeah, it looks like it. Yep. And Dawn didn't even need to assist. She just kind of stood there. Because every attack of hers just didn't need to be made. It was already dealt with by the time she got there. And Talisman Man, we'll take you. And time for the boss. We'll see, we'll know instantly who it is, because if it's Doomsday Calendar, it'll do like the funny red screen transition that it only does for mini bosses in the first dungeon. And if it's Golden Calendar, it'll just get to it. Yeah, Doomsday Calendar it is. That's the screen transition I was talking about. Well, we can self-destructive purge one of them, we can Ironclad Retribution one of them. We can, like, Fanatical Judgment one of them. Very overkill. I know. But that's part of the point. Yeah, 109 damage with a single coin. A little bit of damage. Maybe we should have saved it for the actual calendar itself, but, the calendar's gonna die. There's no doubts in my mind that he's not long for this world. What do we have here? Execution. Unfortunately, killing these guys doesn't count as killing them. They've got annoying passive. That means they technically don't die when they die. You resist lust, but you'll still, like, take some decent damage from one of these. One of these, and maybe we'll do, like, this. This. We don't really want the sanity up, though. We go for an enactment instead, then. And then the Zealous Purge. There we go. Nice. You kill this arm, that's good. Will the other 3 attacks be enough to take out the other arm, though? They're lust. We've got a lot of lust on this team. This guy does resist it. Oh, it's dead. Or this phase is done already. Since both arms break, we'll still take the one-side attacks. It unfortunately doesn't cancel these guys' attacks, but like they're doing such pitiful damage. And like most of our team resists slash. The actual grippers are weak to slash, but like they took the attacks decently enough. You're close to being staggered. That's the one issue. You're going to be staggered. They all want you dead. Huh. That's good to know. Oh well, we haven't used any egos this run so far. It's time to use some egos. You're weak to blunt, sloth, or wrath. What do we have for blunt, sloth, or wrath? Is Moral Enactment better or worse than Impended? Moral Enactment's still probably better though, just because it actually does a lot more damage, even if he resists the lust. What do you have? You don't have any blunt. You have Yasunyata, which is another lust attack, unfortunately. You're high sanity, so you'll gain attack weight. That's good. Click attack power down, heal SP for other allies. Oh, that'll actually be awful for us, though, because it grips Sinclair. Maybe just go for, like, a Purify, then? Probably. Or we could... You resist Envy? Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just stick with that, then. And we're not using Stew, so you can just, like, enactment this guy. Sure. I don't think we're going to do enough damage. We might do enough damage to bring him to the next phase. If nothing else, Gripping's going to inflict Gaze, so next turn we'll do even more damage to it. Ramshank will be good, I guess. The sinking is going to be consistent. He's neutral to Gloom, so we'll take neutral sinking damage. And so it just basically means he'll just take a bunch more damage from every attack we do on him. Oh yeah, he's definitely going to the next phase. Never mind my doubts. Faust might get staggered here, that's fine. Oh yeah, you do just straight up die. The Lust Resist did not matter in the end. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's the victory. Pretty simple run. It's nice to see every once in a while, though. You did the most damage, not shocking in the slightest. Claim rewards. It's 3 modules for a single battle pass level and like 60 XP. Sure. No, that's the issue with Mirror Dungeon 1. It feels so lame, but like, if a single Mirror Dungeon 1 run gave me an entire level, like, when the game first released, that would have been insane. There was a time where these levels were super hard to get by. It took a long time to get maxed on the first battle pass if you were playing from the beginning, since they made all the cool changes later down the line. Just make it super easy. Like, once again, they've confirmed that the next battle pass is still only going to be 60 levels. I really feel like they need to expand it at this point. It needs to be like max 100 or something. Because 60 levels is going to take no time at all with Mirror Dungeon 2. It's going to be, like, comical. Like, a single Mirror Dungeon 2 hard run is 22.5 levels. So you can just, every week you can, like, just do one of those, and then no matter what, you'll already be there to, like, getting everything. It's very silly. Oh yeah. I blinked out for a second. But yeah, that'll be all for this time. A little rerun of a past episode, a very early episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.